The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
Let's go, boys! Let's go! I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Our first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Here we go. Took the outlaw.
Second and 16. Murray has got a man complete. It's Clay. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. It off to Drake. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, first and 10 at their own 27. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Dalton. Well, that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, That's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That will be tipped and intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Going deep depth. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. They'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. John Ross, 46 yards. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point and good by Bullock. It's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets the throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 2nd interception for him here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Passing, it's Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. That's complete. Bernard. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead moves to Denzel. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to
pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
57's run. Watch the screen. Pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's complete to the tight end Clay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing again on second down. Murray airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Running, it's Gray. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Jordan. And his throw here is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. He's got his man. This is Tate. First time they've hooked up here. 8 for 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And we'll take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando. We'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, here's a bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing now is Murray. That will be taken in by Demir Bird. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, throws out 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you.
He's the pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They'll pick up with 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack it here. On 2nd and 7, Dalton. He's going to drop this off to his fullback. 12 yards that time on the Cincinnati first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down. And you get them the football in the passing game. Dalton able to hit Rice. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44. Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And it'll be Dalton again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. And again, Andy going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They're going to tap out all game long.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for a field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings us to 2nd down.
On 2nd and 9. Got a man open. It's Ross. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Greystone, Travis. Here we go.
This will be Dalton again. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. And Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Murray has the 1st down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting here. 0. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set a shot at their own 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe point.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong. Is it because you can analyze it, but then ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. And the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Dalton. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now ever been that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left scales way behind. But he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game.
Big loss here as he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Murray sets to throw on fourth. Airing this one off for Fitzgerald. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first and 10, here's Andy Golden. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And Dalton to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Vega TD. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover their charge.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain. So now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, man, open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Murray now on first down. And this one out for Fitzgerald. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 48 yards. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Ready.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for two. Off the bootleg. Murray. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row of a blowout. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 49, right to the 35. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's another Bengals.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And they have just about put this one in place as they get here and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
That lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. William Jackson with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards.
Let's go. H2H. All day. All day.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray completes it to Fitzgerald. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches. And his guys are going to go for it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Carl Lawson, and the Bengals will get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go, D.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.